Every single decade or so, a car comes along that doesn't just raise the bar, it throws the old bar in the bin, builds an entirely new one, and then clears it effortlessly. A car that makes everything before it feel instantly, irreversibly dated. A car that forces the entire automotive industry to stop what it is doing, look over, and quietly begin rethinking every assumption it has been operating on for years. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is that car, and if you haven't been paying attention to what BMW has been building behind closed doors, you need to start right now. Because the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is not just BMW's most important electric vehicle. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 might be the most consequential BMW since the original 3 Series. And depending on how the next 5 years play out, the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 might be the most important BMW ever built. That is not hyperbole. That is a statement grounded in exactly what the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 represents, and what the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 signals about where BMW and the entire premium automotive world is heading next. Let's break it all down. First, the name. Because the name alone tells you everything about how seriously BMW is taking this moment. Neue Klasse, new class. The original BMW Neue Klasse was the vehicle range launched in the 1960s that saved BMW from bankruptcy and established BMW as a genuine global automotive player. The original Neue Klasse defined BMW's entire identity, the foundation on which every BMW 3 Series, every BMW M car, and every iconic BMW ever produced was ultimately built. When BMW decided to name their next generation electric platform Neue Klasse, BMW was not being nostalgic. BMW was making a declaration. This is our moment of reinvention. This is our reset. This is the foundation on which the next 60 years of BMW will be built. That is the weight the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 carries. And from everything we know about what BMW has engineered, the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is carrying that weight without breaking a sweat. If this is the kind of automotive story you live for, hit subscribe right now. We go this deep on the cars that matter every single week, and you do not want to miss what is coming next. Now let's talk technology, because the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is not an evolution of BMW's existing electric architecture. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is a complete, ground-up reinvention of how BMW thinks about building electric cars. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is built on an entirely new platform, designed from the very first sketch with electric power in mind. No compromises inherited from internal combustion architecture. No packaging constraints carried over from previous generations. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's platform is native electric in the truest, most complete sense. And the benefits of that approach are visible and measurable in virtually every aspect of the BMW Neue Klasse iX3. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's battery technology represents a generational leap forward. BMW has developed a new 6th generation battery cell specifically for the Neue Klasse platform, a cell that BMW claims delivers 30% more energy density, 30% faster charging, and 30% more range than the battery technology in BMW's current electric vehicle lineup. 30% improvements across all 3 critical metrics simultaneously is not an incremental update. That is a fundamental step change in what electric vehicle technology can deliver to the everyday driver. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's charging capability is genuinely class-leading, supporting speeds that allow significant range recovery in minutes rather than lengthy, frustrating stops. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is designed to make charging feel less like a compromise and more like a brief, painless interruption, which is exactly what electric vehicle adoption at scale genuinely requires. But the technology story of the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 goes far beyond the battery. Because BMW has reimagined the entire electrical and electronic architecture from the ground up. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 features a new central computing architecture that consolidates functions previously handled by dozens of separate control units into a dramatically simplified, dramatically more powerful system. This enables the kind of deep, seamless integration between the BMW Neue Klasse iX3's driving dynamics, energy management, and user experience that is simply not possible with legacy electronic architectures that legacy manufacturers continue to struggle with. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's operating system, BMW's new operating system X, is a complete rewrite. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's screens, controls, and interfaces have been redesigned with a clarity and intentionality that addresses every legitimate criticism ever leveled at BMW's previous iDrive generations. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 also receives meaningful over-the-air updates throughout its lifetime, turning the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 into a vehicle that genuinely improves with age rather than one that ages from the moment it leaves the showroom floor. From every account of those who have experienced the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 in prototype form, it feels like a vehicle designed by people who actually live inside technology daily. And then there is the design. Because the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 looks genuinely extraordinary. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 represents a clear, confident, and exciting new design direction. One that resolves the aesthetic controversies that have followed BMW in recent years and replaces them with something fresh and unmistakably, correctly BMW. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's kidney grille has been completely reimagined for the electric era. No longer a functional air intake, but an illuminated, expressive design element that gives the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 a road presence unlike anything currently available. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's proportions are superb. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3's surfacing is precise and athletic without being aggressive or overwrought. The interior has been stripped back to a purposeful elegance that references BMW's sporting heritage while embracing the clean, resolved aesthetic of the electric vehicle era. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 looks like exactly the car BMW needed to build right now, and that BMW's customers have quietly been waiting for BMW to build. Now let's talk about what the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 means for the competition, because the implications extend far beyond BMW's own lineup. Tesla built the playbook for the modern electric vehicle. BYD rewrote that playbook on cost and vertical integration. And now BMW, with the BMW Neue Klasse iX3, is attempting to rewrite the playbook on what premium electric vehicle ownership genuinely means. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is BMW's argument that the future of premium automotive doesn't belong exclusively to the technology companies that have disrupted it. It belongs to manufacturers who understand both advanced technology and the irreplaceable craft of building a car that makes the driver feel something real. Mercedes is watching. Audi is watching. Every premium manufacturer on the planet is watching the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 closely, because the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is the most credible attempt yet by a legacy premium brand to match the technology ambition of the new entrants while retaining the driving experience, heritage, and brand depth that those new entrants have never fully replicated. So what is the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 in the end? The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is BMW's declaration that the story of the ultimate driving machine is not over. Proof that reinvention and identity are not mutually exclusive. That a brand can change everything about how it builds a car while keeping everything that made people fall in love with that brand in the first place. But more than any specification or technology claim, the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 feels like a BMW. And in a world where electric vehicles increasingly feel indistinguishable from one another, that might be the single most important thing the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 achieves. BMW just changed everything. The BMW Neue Klasse iX3 is the proof. Subscribe and tell us in the comments, does the BMW Neue Klasse iX3 make you believe in BMW's electric future?